Hi everyone. Okay, so I'm so sorry. I have pretty much disappeared. Life has been crazy. I have been through so much in the last several months. I'm just gonna kind of dive right into it. If you don't know me, and this is the first time you're watching my video, my name is Randi. I am 33, and I have triple negative breast cancer. I was diagnosed when I turned 30, when I turned 31. I was diagnosed in October 2017, on my second wedding anniversary. So, in my last video, I think I had mentioned that I was going to Moffitt. I was doing a clinical trial, and there were two arms that I could have gotten on for the clinical trial. One was just with Lynparza, and the other one was with Lynparza is an oral chemo medication, and the other arm was with Lynparza and atezolizumab, which is immunotherapy. The arm that I fell into, it was randomized, it happened to be just the Lynparza. That's an oral chemo pill. I took it twice a day, 2 pills twice a day. And I did that for a few months. I had some progression. It ended up being like 30% progression, which really is not a... 30% sounds like a lot, but it really wasn't a lot. But it was enough for me to get moved over to the other arm, which had the immunotherapy with it. I did 3 sessions of the immunotherapy, which ended up being 1 session every 3 weeks. And I started having some visual issues. Sorry, I'm looking to make sure I'm recording. Yeah, I am. I started to have some visual issues. I was getting like kaleidoscope vision and seeing color prisms all in my left eye. And it was always followed with a headache, so I told my oncologist about it, and they did a brain MRI, and the brain MRI showed that I had a small lesion on the brain, on the occipital lobe, which the occipital lobe is what controls your vision. So with having that, I am no longer able to participate on the clinical trial at Moffitt. So I am back to getting treatment where I live, and I am doing, I'm getting back on chemo, like real chemo. I mean, it's all real, but you know what I mean? It's not pill. I'm getting back on infusion chemo. I actually start today, this afternoon, in just a couple hours. But yeah, so I will start on Abraxane, and I will get it once a week for 3 weeks on and then 1 week off. And I will also be receiving immunotherapy called Tecentriq, I think is what it's called. I'm honestly, I'm not sure. I think it's called Tecentriq. And I'll be getting that, and I'll be getting that once every other week. So what does all of this mean? I don't know. I don't know. I asked my oncologist, for those of you who also don't know, I have a 5-year-old son, and I have asked my oncologist since day one, be honest with me, like, I need to know if I need to start preparing, you know, God forbid, like something happened to me, if I need to start like recording myself reading books, if I need to prepare some cards for in the future for my son. Like, I'm just trying to think, what is it that I need to do to make sure that my little boy has things to remember me by in case I don't make it. And it's really tough to talk about, and it's really sad that I would even have to worry about that, but it is something I have to worry about, and it's tough, but I have to do it for my son. So I have told her since day one that, you know, let me know when I need to when I need to start preparing. So when the brain lesion came along, I did ask her, you know, like, what are we looking, like, people in my situation, with my type of cancer, with the progression that I have had, what are we typically looking at? And what she said was, an average of 50% of women with triple negative breast cancer with the same metastasis that I have, 50% survive for approximately 2 years from initially being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer. I was initially diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, initially diagnosed in January of 2019, and here it is November. So 50% chance of me surviving another 1.5 years is what I'm looking at, a year and a half. The other 50% of women, she said, you just don't know. Like, some women live longer, some women don't live that long at all. Like, it's just 50% live about 2 years from the time that they have been initially diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer. So, with that being said, I have been off treatment for, I think I found out, let me think here. I think my last treatment was October 5th of this year, so a couple months ago. Today is November 15th. So it's been just over a month that I have been off of all treatment. I did have brain radiation. It's my mask. It's where my nose went. They cut a little slit from my mouth because there's like a little mouthpiece here and it was resting on my teeth. But I just finished brain radiation. What is today? Today's Friday. I just finished it 2 days ago. So I did 4 rounds of that. That was called radiosurgery. Radiosurgery, I think is what it's called, or radiotactic, or I've heard it called gamma knife. I've heard it called a couple different things, but pretty much it's an intensified surgery to like blast these bad boys out. Bad boys, yes, meaning more than one. When I was originally scanned for my brain MRI because of the visual disturbances, I only had 1 lesion, but then I had to get a second MRI done right before I started the brain radiation 2 weeks ago. That way they had like a more, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, you know what okay, I'll get back to this. They had me do another MRI pretty much 2 weeks ago. And it showed 2 more lesions. All 3 are super, super small, but they're still there and they're appearing. So I had the brain radiation. I am actually out of work because I can't think. Like, I feel very just confused, I think. My vision is not good. Radiation causes a lot of swelling, and because my lesions are in the occipital lobe, which again controls the vision, that whole area is very swollen. My left eye is pretty bad. I have a lot of visual disturbances there, a lot of blur. I'm seeing like flashes of things that I saw earlier in the day, like one is a car. I know it sounds like, I feel like I'm crazy even saying this, I really do. But like a couple days ago I'm assuming I saw a car turning, and now I have the back half of that car, the image, what they're saying is stuck in my vision field, or vision film, and I keep seeing the car. So I can't drive, I can't work because I'm a nurse, and you kind of need eyes to, you know, do nursing things. So I'm just kind of sitting around at my house, not really doing anything. I'm waiting on my grandma to come pick me up and take me to chemo. And that is pretty much it. I don't know, we'll see what happens. With my, what could be limited time here, I don't know. I just don't know what to say. I'm trying to stay positive, I'm trying to make the best of everything, and I'm so thankful that I have more options for treatment. But at the same time, I'm also trying to be realistic and think like this might be it. I might only have a year left. And I am trying my hardest to just keep a smile on my face for my son and make as many memories as I possibly can. But yeah, so that's what's been going on with me. Again, I am so sorry I've left everybody. I know when I was first diagnosed with breast cancer, the very first thing I did was go on YouTube to see if I could find someone to relate with. And I couldn't, and that's what made me start doing this YouTube channel. And I feel really terrible because I know a lot of you have followed me and I have just disappeared and left you hanging, and I didn't do any kind of update. I didn't say anything, nothing. I just disappeared, and that was really, really crappy of me. And I'm just really sorry, because I know how it feels when you're looking to grasp onto something and there's just nothing there. And I feel like that's what I did to you guys. I just vanished. And I know some of you are like, oh, you don't have anything to be sorry about. Like, I try to reply to comments still. I just wasn't making any videos. But it still wasn't right because you've messaged me on Facebook. You guys have messaged me through Instagram. I'm just really grateful for everybody who's stuck by my side, and it really means a lot. So thank you very much, everyone. Really, seriously, thank you. I'm not making any promises because I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I don't know what's gonna happen soon. But when I feel up to it, I will be making videos. I will respond to messages. I will do what I can to make sure that you guys know that I'm okay. I just don't know how many videos I'll make. But anyway, that is it. Thank you again for watching. Yeah, and hopefully I can do another video soon and let you know how I'm feeling with the Abraxane, and I'll get another scan of my brain in 1 month and we'll see how that radiation worked. I do have a GoFundMe. It is in the description below. It is for just pretty much making memories with my 5-year-old. Just kind of taking him places. Like I said, I haven't been able to work because I can't really see. I'm gonna try to get on disability. I'm gonna try and do whatever I can. But income is very difficult right now. So I do have a GoFundMe. I know times are rough. We're in the holiday season. If you can donate, that's amazing. If not, you know, share my video. It's all appreciated. So thank you guys again. I appreciate every single one of you.